Thank you. Wow. Have we ever seen spirit like we have right now? Have we ever seen it? I don't think so. You know why? Because we gave them a chance and they're destroying our country. They're destroying our country. Hello, New Hampshire. I'm thrilled to be back in your beautiful state with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. And let me begin by wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Remember? We couldn't say that. Seven years ago, they didn't want us to say it, but we now say it proudly, and people are saying it right back at us. We're just 38 days away from New Hampshire's first in the nation primary, and you know why you're first in the nation? Because I kept you first in the nation. And I have to say, unlike Biden, he didn't keep you first in the nation. That we know. On Tuesday, January 23rd, we're going to win the New Hampshire primary, and then we're going to crush crooked Joe Biden next November, and we're going to make America great again. During this holiday season, families all across America are struggling under the brutal weight of crooked Joe's failures, disasters, and heartless betrayals. You know that? While the stock market is making rich people richer, Biden's inflation catastrophe is demolishing your savings and ravaging your dreams. His sky-high energy prices, nobody's ever seen anything like it, are brutalizing your wallets. Our border has been erased. We have no border any longer. Drugs, criminals, gang members, and terrorists are pouring into our country. They're running wild in our Democrat-run cities, while Christians and conservatives are persecuted. And thanks to crooked Joe's breathtaking weakness, he is bad. Worst president in history. The world is going up in flames while you suffer the ravages of inflation, and your buying power goes down to levels never seen before. Your buying power has never been seen anything like this before. Joe Biden is a low IQ individual. He is truly the worst, most incompetent, and most corrupt president in the history of our country. But with your vote in this election, together we're going to save America, and we're going to bring our country back from hell. It's in hell. It's in hell. Not one thing has gotten better under crooked Joe Biden. Under the Trump administration, you were better off. Oh, you were better off. Your family was better off. Your neighbors were better off. Your communities were better off. And your country as a whole was better off. America was stronger, richer, safer, and more confident than ever. When you had a certain gentleman behind the desk, that beautiful, resolute desk in the Oval Office. What was his name? His name was Trump, happened to be Trump. But it was all of you, actually. In a certain sense, you were all sitting behind that desk, because that's what we're all doing together. We're in this together. We have a fight to save our country. We have a fight to save our country. Were you better off 5 years ago, or are you better off today? No contest. There's no contest. Nobody would say today. What a difference a president can make. It really does make a difference, a big difference, bigger than even I thought. If you go back 7, 8 years, I never thought it could make. It makes a tremendous difference. Since Joe Biden took over, we've had a 3-year inflation rate of over 20%. Under my leadership, inflation was non-existent. We had gasoline at $1.87 a gallon. After 3 years of Bidenomics, they call it Bidenomics from hell, the average monthly mortgage payment has gone from $1,746 under my administration to $3,322 today, but you can't get the money, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Biden's handlers are making the banks much richer and making you much poorer. The handlers, they are making the banks rich, and the banks discriminate against conservatives. They discriminate against religion because they're afraid of the radical left, I suspect. I think the bank regulators are doing a big number in the banks because they're not allowed to do business with you, and we're going to get those banks when we get in office. We're going to get them. Nobody knows the banking industry better than me, and I'm not going to let them take advantage of you any longer. They've taken advantage, and what they do to the people in this room, and by the way, millions and millions of others, is a disgrace. We're going to end it. Joe Biden and the Democrat Party are incapable of solving any problem. They haven't solved anything. They've only created problems. As long as Joe Biden is in the White House, the American dream is dead. But all of that will change the minute the polls close on election night, 2024. It's going to end. It's going to end. The next economic boom will begin the instant the world knows that crooked Joe Biden is gone and Donald J. Trump has won 4 more years as President of the United States. Powered by the momentum of our historic victory, and that will be truly the biggest. I think we probably have #1 spot. I don't even think there's much of a doubt about it, 2016. But this is bigger. This is bigger. I never thought I'd say it. This is bigger.